Hey everyone, welcome to Coding Simplified, and in our technical interview series today we'll see about how we should answer this question. And this question is very important that you will hear in every round. Tell me about yourself, right? And this is the first question that interviewer asks to candidate, that you are going in a coding round, or you are going in a managerial round, or you are going in a HR round, or you are going in any round in a technical interview. The first thing they want to know about yours, right? So that's why they ask this question, that tell me about yourself or tell me something about you. So now in this question what they are expecting, right? Because either you can tell any random thing, or let's say if you are aware that what they want to listen, then you will be well prepared and then you can basically have a good conversation, right? So now let's see what interviewer is expecting from you to tell when they ask tell me about yourself, right? Now let's say if you have 6 or 7 years experience, or let's say you are a fresher, so the only thing will change. Let's say if you are a fresher, it means you don't have any experience. But if you are not a fresher, it means you have like 1 year experience or 3 year experience or 5 year experience. Then in this case you will have some experience as well, right? So this will tell me about yourself. In tell me about yourself you can basically speak in this manner. So first thing is that you should speak about your education, that what you have done, right? So basically generally we should tell about our BTech degree. Now the second thing, so I will discuss about this one in education. Then we should speak about our experience, that what is my experience, how much experience I have. Then we should talk about my current project. Then we should talk about my achievement. Then we should talk about my interest, right? So let's see first of all about the education. Let's say if interviewer is asking you that hey, tell me about yourself. So in this case we can start from our education. You can say that hey, my name is, let's say if my name is John and I have done my BTech from the MIT, or I have done my PG from the Harvard University. So in this case, because what they want to hear, let's say if you are saying about the 12th or 10th, they don't want to hear about 10th and 12th. They want to hear about your graduation school. Because let's say if your graduation school is very good, let's say if you have done graduation from the IIT, if you have done graduation from the NIT or from Harvard, MIT, so if your college is reputed college, then definitely you should focus on this one. And that's why they want to hear, because education is very important thing. And if you are from the good college, it means it determines that yes, you are you have done hard work there. So it means if a person is hardworking, then a person can hard work at any moment, right? He will do hard work at a company well as well, though it's not true. We can understand it, because whenever we want we can do hard work, but it's just that they want to hear about your education. So you can say that hey, I am John and I have done my BTech from the Harvard University or from MIT universities. Then they want to hear about your experience, that what you have done in the last let's say if you have 10 years experience, so they want to hear about your 10 years experience in career, right? So basically I should write here last career experience. So here I should write this, right? So it means they want to hear about your career experience, that how much you have done. So let's say if you have 10 years experience, so you can say you can start from here, that hey, my name is John, I have done my graduation from this, and I have 10 years experience. Now I started my career from the Google. So I worked there for around 3 years, and after that I worked in Samsung for around 5 years, and now I am here, right? So it means that's you have told in your experience in a brief. Now again, if you want to a little bit more, so you can say that hey, I started my career from the Google, and there I worked for around let's say 5 years. I worked on Google Maps, I worked on Google YouTube as well, and for some time I also worked on machine learning. So and I basically worked on a map project where I successfully implemented this, right? And after that I switched to Samsung. In Samsung I worked on recently launch on customizable the Android phone, or you can say that I worked on Note 7 or Note 8, or let's say if you were on the R&D, so that you can say something. So basically whatever the good achievement you have got in your career, so that's something you can know. And because again why it is important, so let's say if you have done work, because an interviewer also want to hear that where you have worked, because that will determine that how much how much you have worked, right? So let's say you have 5 years experience, so you can say that hey, I started my career from Samsung, and so I worked there for around 3 years for like on the TV, on the phone, and then after that I worked for around two year in, like, let's say in some X company. So again, like, you are basically explaining about the companies, right? So this experience is very important. So the first thing that you would tell about your education, second thing you would tell about your experience, that how much experience you have and in which company you have done, right? And again, because the things are that they don't want to hear only about yourself, because let's say if it is a coding interview, then they just want to hear for 5 minutes about yourself. After that they will start their coding round. Similarly, let's say if it is a manager, for manager you can tell a little bit more, because manager like they want to listen about you, right? So that is something for the managerial round we can speak little bit more, but for the coding round and for the system design round you can be little bit brief, that hey, I have done my education from there, and like I have 5 years experience. At the starting I worked for 3 years there, then 2 years here. I have worked on like Android, iOS, or like this, right? After that you can also speak about your current project, like current project in the in your current company on which you are working. So like how you can speak, let's say that hey, I am working, let's say if you are working on Google, so in that case you can say that hey, currently I am working on like YouTube project, and again in YouTube mainly I am working on the analytics side. So in analytics, like we basically figure out like how customers are, like how customers engagement is there, and that's something we show on the UI, right? Now actually you should speak little bit about your projects, right? That let's say this is one thing. Similarly, let's say if you're working on some transfers, like file transfer, like from, let's say if you want to, if you're working some kind of good technology, like any could, it could be your payment system, it could be your like performance system, like anything that you are, whatever you are working. So you should speak about your current project, that hey, I am working that thing, right? So this is again very important part. So like how you would start, you would start from your education, then you would start about your experience, that I have 5 years experience, I worked there, and then you will speak only about your current project, because current project is again important. And guys, again, let's say if your current project is not that good, but you have done something great in your any of the project, so that you can speak about, right? Let's say in your 10x experience, before 3 years you worked on a project which was a very great successful product, and you worked very great there, or your contribution was a lot. So in that case you can speak about that project, because you are very much aware about that project, right? Now, so once you have done about your education experience, current project, then you would speak about your achievement. So let's say if you have done some great achievement, so that you can speak something, because that will have a good impact. Let's say if you have released some patents, or if you have released some like IEEE papers, or maybe you have done successfully for a product for which you got some kind of achievement, or some sport award, or let's say some like good contribution award. So that is something you can speak about. So you can say that hey, like my patent was selected there in image processing, and after that again my paper was selected for IEEE. Like my project was selected for hackathon, and like we were on top, and for that then we went to US, and we went to Germany, or so whatever achievement you have done in your companies, in your last companies, your last experience, or it could be even related to your college, it could be related to your schools. But let's say if your achievement is great, and if you have done something great, so that you should speak about, right? Let's say if you have, like, if you have got the first rank in your school, that they don't want to hear, right? What they want to hear, they want to hear about your career experience, that what you have achieved in your career. Let's say you worked on a hackathon, and that hackathon project was selected in the top on the top project in the company. So that is something they want to hear, right? Or you have done something great in the project, you have selected something, or some patent, some IEEE. So this kind of achievement they basically take care, right? So you should speak about achievement, a very good achievement you can speak about, so that they would know that hey, like you have set this kind of caliber, right? Then you should speak about your interest. Now interest, guys, they don't want to hear like okay, I like cricket, I like badminton. What? Because let's say if it's a coding round or if it is a manager round, they mainly want to hear about about their education, about your experience, about your current project, about your achievement. Interest can be like, let's say if you have very good interest in something, let's say that's like you can say that, hey, personally I have interest in physics and science, personally I have interest in machine learning, I have interest in OpenCV, or I have interest in projects working for the government or or so something like that, so that it will have a good impact. So maybe let's say if you are saying that I have great interest in machine learning, so like you are not working, but you can say that I have done projects on machine learning there as well, and like it was selected there, or somehow I have a keen interest in OpenCV, I have keen interest in and this AI. So that will basically give you some kind of a thing that you are very good, you have some caliber and you also do this kind of stuff. So this is something they want to hear in the tell me about yourself. So I would say that as you go ahead, the things will like you can start from the education. Your experience matters a lot. Let's say if you have experience, they want to hear about your experience, they want to hear about education, they want to hear about current project. So these 3 points are very important. If you have some great achievement, then speak about it, and again if you have interest, some deep interest, then speak about this as well, right? So this is all about the about tell me about yourself, and this question is something which can asked in any round, right? In coding round you can be little bit brief, in system design round you can be little bit brief, but in manager round you should speak about more about this one, right? So that's all everyone about this video. I hope you have got the information that what we can say when someone asks tell me about yourself in a technical interview round. And in case if you have any doubts, or if you think that yeah, nowadays something else they are asking, so please mention in the comment section and I will try to explain that, or like we can discuss about that. So thanks for watching the video. In case if you have liked the video, please like it and please subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.